Hey, so I just got finished reading this G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, number 48. A fantastic issue. It's got a lot about Zartan in it. If during this review, any little bugs happen to land on anything, there's these flying ants that keep on landing on me, like that one just did. And I keep smacking them and end up with just their wings remaining. It's really weird. And like that just did on my forearm that's holding the camera. All right, so anyway, let's get into the comic book. In this comic book, I think a bug there. See, there's one right there. They're all over the place this morning. All right, so Slaughter. This is about Sergeant Slaughter joining the team. First off, we got Storm Shadow was shot several times by the Baroness, and he's like, I think she's dead. I think he's dead. She's like, you never did be too sure with them ninjas, and so they're going to put him into cold storage because, you know, DNA is good for him, and, you know, you don't want to just throw away good genetic material. This is actually Snake Eyes in a plastic mask out there hanging out with his girlfriend, Scarlet. I wonder if they ever got married. Well, meanwhile, on the base, we have, well, it looks like ripcord, but while the doctor's taking a blood sample and noticing there's something quite not human about this blood sample, he goes back in and finds, wait a minute, where's Snake Eyes? Where's ripcord? How did Snake Eyes get here? Before he can get that answer, he gets jacked in the jaw, and of course, we could tell who this really is. That's right, it's Robin, the boy wonder. All right, on the next page, we see that, well, wait a minute. That wasn't Zartan, because there's Zartan right there. There's a bug on my hand. All right, so anyway, Zartan's being, you know, treated in a hospital by some of his pals. And when you read this, do you read this in Australian? Because I sure do. I was sitting there reading Australian the whole time. And they're bringing him, you know, candy and stuff like that they stole from other people, basically. And Buzzer's like, he's got to reveal to him that he took his bike. Something about Candy, though. So whoever is, the Zartan is worried about somebody named Candy. Meanwhile, back at the base, we got an intruder alert. So now this is going to be one of those things where Zartan's going to keep on changing shape. Wait a minute, but that's Zartan. Maybe that's his brother. Well, over here, Zartan is being he's beating up Ripcord, whatever his name is. I get all the dreadnoughts mixed up. He took my candy. He took my candy. And they're like, what is Candy? It's a girl that they escaped with. Look at those bugs. Man, there's a lot of them out here today. Meanwhile, on the base, Sergeant Slaughter joins up. And there's a whole bunch of things going on because Zartan keeps changing form back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Everybody gets to see the real face of Snake Eyes because they think he's the imposter because, well, let's be honest, he's not himself. They rip off his skin mask and see his real face, which is probably like a Dr. Doom type of thing going on. And then we get over here, and of course, it goes back and forth with what's going on with one Zartan and what's going on with the other Zartan. One Zartan's trying to get off of the base, while the other Zartan is knocked out cold, but then he tries to escape. He's like, oh, I was just getting some air. Uh-oh. Zartan made a call to Staten Island. I wonder why. And back to over here. Another thing that he can do, not only can he change shapes, or not shapes, people from one person to another, he can become invisible, which is really just becoming camouflage with his background. So he can appear to be invisible. So this one's heavily about Zartan, which I really like. And then they thought maybe Sergeant Slaughter was Zartan because, or the intruder. Oh my gosh, there's billions of these little bugs all around me. All right, sorry, distraction. But he sets them straight that he's not an imposter. He is who he is. They have some great ideas. They put down the foam so his footprints will show up in them. He also flush out the, since he could turn invisible, they're flushing him out with fire. And he's down here trying to get into the plant, so he makes himself look like Duke. And only one problem. Duke would never call me that. So he saw right through his facade. He still gets through the ventilation shaft while everybody else is being put out there to get him. He's like, yo, you're bothering me. He's trying to get through there. And of course, he's trying to chase him through there. When they come out, well, Sergeant Slaughter's standing right there. He's like, who's the right guy? He is. Or who's the imposter? He is. Pow. So he just knocks the crap out of Zartan. Wow, I'm impressed. Sarge, how did you know the right one to deck? I didn't. It was a 50-50 chance. I guess I was lucky. Okay. During this whole time, also, there's another third story going on. The so-called Zartan is probably Ripcord. They switch places. somehow in the previous issue. While over here, we have General Austin rarely prepared for the... You have any idea? So Hawk is standing before a committee of, like, elite, basically. They're telling him, no longer can you guys go anywhere near Cobra Island because Cobra Island is now, like, sort of part of the UN. They're considered a nation. So they can't go on the island because that's, you know, intruding another person's domain. These bugs. All right, well, you have a great day, and I hope you guys don't get bugged by all the bugs. And they keep going on my shirt. That's another thing. Oh, look at the droids. Yeah, that's another series. I don't know. Is that going to be a good series to read? Would you guys read that series? Let me know below. And, of course, Power Pack.